This Young Moe, man. VA Finest checking in with Stash.com. Y'all tune in. I'm Boys with 3.
What's up, everybody? It's your man Nate with thestash.com. I'm here with one of the DMV's most buzzworthy artists right now, my man Young Moe. What's good, homie?
What's up, man? This Young Moe report live from New York City with the Stash and my man Nate. About to let y'all know about this new mixtape, Humble Hustle 3.
Yeah, you just dropped it this week, matter of fact, right? How's the reception been so far?
Man, real good, man. I couldn't ask for nothing more. All the fans love it. The street love it. You know what I'm saying? All the supporters. They knew I put all my effort into it, so the response been real good.
Now, what's separating this project from the first two installments of Humble Hustle?
I see the more I work, the more I learn how to play with music, you know. So it just get more fun and fun. The more music we make, the harder we work. We just find new ways to make better music, and it's all fun for me. And it's just an elevating process.
Now, are you talking about, because a lot of your music deals with, like, you know, your personal situations and struggles and things like that? Are you exploring any new sort of challenges on this project?
Of course. You know, since the first and second Humble Hustle, you know, I had more kids, had more problems, had more situations, you know, so the story get a whole lot deeper, and every time I overcome them problems, it's like, okay, let's just keep going. You know what I'm saying? And the music just gets better and better because people who've been through what I've been through, they understand. And the people who haven't been through what I've been through later on, they might have to go through it, and they understand it later on in the music. So it's timeless music, and it's really becoming good.
Congratulations on the kid.
Thank you.
Not on the problems, but on the kid. And how has, like, you know, being a father, and now, you know, being a father to even more kids, does it present more of a challenge to you to focus on your music, or is it just more of a, like, motivation, inspiration for you to lock in?
You know, any young person's dream is to get a lot of money, get successful, and then have a whole bunch of kids. Well, me, I got a whole bunch of kids now. It's time to get a whole bunch of money and be successful. So it's the other way around for me. And for real, it don't really bother me. It just makes me more hungry. So, yeah.
Now, I know that you're all about your team and making sure everybody eats. You know what I mean? But at the same time, everybody sees you being successful, and they're trying to, like, reach out for you to look out for them. But you got to make it to a certain plateau before you can really, like, look out for people. So how do you deal with like, sort of keeping certain people at bay and being like, yo, I need to make it to this point before I can pull you up and give you into a good situation?
Basically, I can't say that I feed each and everybody, but I mean, I help anybody when I can. And basically, the people that's around me in the circle is like, okay, I'm in this position right here for a reason. There's a whole lot of money around me, whether it is shows, there's T-shirts, merchandise. If you living by loyalty and you hungry, get in where you fit in. You know what I'm saying? I got one of my brothers taking care of the T-shirt company, so he eating. I got another one of my brothers taking care of all the shows, so he eating, and it just keep going. It's a lot of money to be made around the person that's making music. You know what I'm saying? So I can't feed everybody, but get in where you fit in. You know what I'm saying? And we could build this together.
Now, getting back to this new project, Humble Hustle 3, the first single was Nothing Comes Easy.
Yeah.
In that video that you put out in the spring, you're playing a construction worker, right?
Yeah.
So you're kind of like taking a new angle from being the street dude. You're presenting a different hustle. Was that, like, your intent to kind of display, like, a different, you know, kind of symbol for, like, the blue collar mentality that you have in your music?
I just wanted to bring out the hard work, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not around all rappers. I'm around a lot of different people in the neighborhood and whatever, and I see what they go through, and I see what I had to do before I became an official musician and an artist. So it's like, I'm outside 6 o'clock in the morning, I can see him going to work, and he still trying to be a rapper. He got kids and all that is around me. So nothing comes easy. I might not be a construction worker, but I'm working 24/7. You know what I'm saying? It ain't enough hours in the day for me to get done what I need to do every day. So I just do as best as I can, and nothing comes easy. That's how that came about.
Got you. The second single, "All I Got Is Me," that's a jam right there. What was your frame of mind, your mind state when making that record? Were you in a place of like, feeling like you couldn't count on people, certain people, or what was it?
I was at the point where it was a lot going on. I'm still debating, is this music that I'm making better than my last music? My partners, they got stuff to deal with on their own, you know what I'm saying, their own situations, and it's like I was trying to get everything done by myself. So I was at Basshead Studio, shout out to the Bassheads, and shout out to Young Moe. He had sent some beats through, and I heard that one, and all I heard the ding ding ding, and then that's how I basically make music. I just put words to describe how I'm feeling at the point in time, and all I got is me. All I got is me. It just started coming. I just kept playing with it, and then made the hook. Jot down all ideas of everything that's going on in my life. Like people that know me personally, any song, if I'm talking about something personal, they're gonna be like, damn, yeah, that is what was going on. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes the music unique. It's a humble hustle.
Now, something interesting and sad actually about that. You just put out the video, and I think the old guy in the video, he just passed away.
Yeah, Dan the Man. He been with us since we was like toddlers. You know what I'm saying? So he basically he was a good influence in the neighborhood. He was a good guy. He made a lot of bad mistakes. So he definitely took those mistakes and tried to reach out to the neighborhood and try to make everybody not make those same mistakes. And he never asked. Check out the video. Y'all know what type of person he is. But he don't ask for money or none of that. Like he one of the only kind of people that's out there that doesn't beg for money or if you're around, if you're gonna buy him a beer, he'll let you buy him a beer. But he wasn't that type of person. He was just a good dude. So I try to incorporate him in my video, and he passed away before he got to see the video.
Damn, that's
He passed away last Saturday, matter of fact.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you're making him proud with all the work that you've been doing.
Yeah.
Speaking on Humble Hustle 3, once again, you kind of work with a mixed bag of producers.
Yeah.
Is that like by choice? Do you prefer that format, or is it because you just really haven't found like one or two producers that you feel like you can build a whole project with yet?
Well, let me say this. By you saying I haven't found my right beat maker or whatever, regardless of where I make it to, how far I make it, Basshead Ab, Basshead Ian, you know what I'm saying? I love they music. It's like it grew on me. It's like a basketball court you go to, and that's your home court. Bassheads is my home court. You know what I'm saying? Me and E sit together, and we just talking about what's going on, and I just say one little line, and he'll just make the beat right there for me, and he'll just take off. He's the best beat maker, producer, engineer I've ever met. So Basshead gonna be with me forever. I work with Sergio Cortez. He's a producer out of Uptown DC. He a real talented kid. He got potential. I got one from Heavy, the producer. He's partially part of the Bassheads. And Tone P. I got a chance to get Tone P on there. And Gundam Beats. He usually always sends me stuff, I ain't gonna lie, it be last minute, but it be so cranking that I be like, forget it, they gotta go on there. But yeah, I wanna work with a couple more producers, but it's not my time yet, so I'm gonna just wait till my time comes. I'm from Virginia. I personally wanted Lex Luger on there. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna make it happen.
Yeah, you're working towards that.
Yeah.
And one you got a couple features on a project, and one of the big ones I think that everybody's gonna notice is Kevin Gates is on there on the On Our Own record with Fat Trel, with your bro Fat Trel. How did you connect with Kevin Gates, and how'd that record come about?
Trel be supporting me 100%. I ain't got no contacted Kevin Gates, so it's way too early in my career to be with no big name artists and all that. But Trel supports me 100%, and like it's like anything he need to do to help me out, he'll do it. Make phone calls. He put up. If I need a feature from somebody that's 4,000, he'll be like, man, look, I got 2,000. You get the rest, and we on with it. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I went over his house one day, and we were going over the Humble Hustle 3. He like, man, you ain't got no features, or not that you need it, but you don't got no features, and let's make something happen. Let me see what I could do. And then he heard On Our Own. He said, man, Kevin Gates will sound good on there. And then I asked him to put his verse on there. So Trel put his verse on there. Kevin Gates, man, Trel called him and told him the situation. He had the song back the next day. Everything he got going on, he sent it back the next day. So it's nothing but respect, even if he didn't do it. Like, he's too busy, I already understand. So by him doing it was a blessing.
Now, y'all kind of have a similar aesthetic, you and Kevin Gates. Is there any potential for you to do more records or maybe an EP or something in the future?
Of course. It ain't my time to shine yet, but along the way, yeah, he one of my favorite artists.
All right, dope. So now Humble Hustle 3, is this the end of the Humble Hustle saga? Are you going to move on?
Yes, sir. Back to the streets, man. Back to street music, back to beautiful music. And yeah, but definitely the Humble Hustle series is officially over.
Okay.
We're going to get more creative with it now.
What's the plan for the next project? Are you working on it?
I mean, I'm still making music, but I'm just focused on letting the people hear this music before we move on, because that's why we didn't want to put too many songs on this tape, because a hit could be hidden in so many songs. A lot of songs on there is hits, so I didn't want to hide none of that. So we just gonna keep making music, and work real hard on feeding the streets with this music.
Let me ask you about, a unique position that you're in is, being an Arab American rapper,
Yeah.
which there really aren't many of. Like, the only person you can really look at right now is French Montana.
Yeah.
Do you feel any sort of like responsibility, or like, trying to represent that ethnic group or that demographic in your music?
I mean, like, I haven't been there since I was like 3 or 4 years old because of other situations I got going on, legal situations. But I definitely live by their rules. Not maybe I ain't 100% as no man should be, but I live by their rules as far as respect. I don't drink, and I just try to bring it out as much as I can, from the look to rapping in Arabic sometimes when I'm on there. But I'm an Arab. I've been raised here, but I represent us. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta make sure I represent us real good. You're not gonna see me right here with a beard in the club with a picture with 20 bottles. Nah, it's everybody. When we go to the club and the club say how many bottles you want, I don't want no bottles, but you can get all my men, alright. You know what I'm saying? I want the money. You know what I'm saying? So that's about it.
Got you. So moving forward, do you have plans for the next single, the next video after All I Got Is Me?
We thinking the one that we're mainly focusing on and is a treatment being made for it right now is From the Bottom with Chris Bo. Chris Bo, he's a Southeast artist, Southeast DC. He's one of the best artists we ever met. When I met Trel, him and Trel had already built a relationship, so we just, all got together. And yeah, Chris Bo's definitely one of my top 5 artists. And From the Bottom, that's probably the next step. We're gonna make a video for that.
Okay, dope. I like that record. Anything else outside of music that you got going
on? Of course, we got mixtape release parties. The T-shirt, we're trying to open up a store with it. Just grind. I mean, it's way too early for me to be doing too much, but I just want to grind. I don't want to sell any music until the time is right. I just want people to believe in me and understand where I come from. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, just grind. I got 100% thought of grind in my mind. You know what I'm saying? It's time to go hard.
Got you, man. Well, you've definitely been doing so for the last, close to 2 years, I would say, just building your buzz up. So you're on your way, my brother. Congratulations on a good tape.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? Check out that Humble Hustle 3 mixtape out now. All I Got Is Me video out now. And just look out for everything my man Young Moe got cooking. It's your man Nate, thestash.com. We out.